Hello guys, this is my brand new Glory to Hero career mode in F1 26, and you're probably wondering, well, if you did this in 25, why are you doing it in 26? Well, that's because in 26 I didn't realise that I could, in 25 I didn't realise that it would cross over to 26, I didn't want to be crossing it over, so I just made the easy decision to not continue that, but continue it in 2026 with a different team. So without further ado, I'm just going to get right into qualifying and show you my new team. Also, I have a brand new channel named Ep1 Racing League or something like that. I put it on screen. If you're looking for a racing league that is clean and all, then go check it out. But I'm not going to mention much more in this video, so I'm just going to get right into it. The team that I have chosen for the F1 2026 career mode is, well, Audi. And you're probably going, well, Dylan, why do you choose Audi out of all teams? Well, because they're the brand newest team along with Cadillac, and I didn't want to be driving Cadillac. It looks nice in the Audi, but I don't want to be driving the second slowest car, which is like non-compatible. So let's get into our first qualifying lap of the 2026 career mode in the Audi. We are the 7th fastest team on the grid out of 11, so maybe we won't qualify that good, so we just need to try and get some points today. That's all we want. For anyone asking, the AI is on 100, and don't actually know if I put the formation map on. I think it's just thing. Editor, play some funk. No, don't play funk, I'm joking, don't play funk, please editor, please, I'm joking. I was only joking, don't actually do it, please.
We've been pushed down to P19, I'm afraid.
Holy hell, is that not a track limit? Oh, it's fully goofed me. A little tap with gravel, but I think we're fine. It didn't goof me. We can maybe see if we get to the end. Go on, come on. And there's a 120.8, putting us up into 9th right now. Well, I'm gonna see you back in the garage, where we have our updated position.
Okay, you're lapping.
It's our second fly lap, and I kind of lied about the garage,
mate,
but that's
so
fine.
word on the new regs this year, when you're within a second of the car ahead,
Mark
you'll
Sharp.
get access to overtake mode. Basically, it just gives you more
Mark
power.
comes up,
Okay, just 2 laps of your lane now. We push down to P22. Okay, as you know, another part of new regs is boost mode. Don't forget to use it to make the most of that high power.
I'm not speaking man. Just not helpful. I think it's up to 13 from me. It's okay. There'll be so much game time, most likely. Well, I'm gonna go see you on our last final lap, or I may just skip right to the qualifying board where we qualify. See you then. Well, for our first ever qualifying round, Australia, we qualify 14th, ahead of our teammate by 4 attempts. In the same machinery, that is pretty good. And who qualifies on pole is a Ferrari 1-2 actually, with Gasly in 3rd, Lando in 4th, Carlos in 5th. Well, I'll go see you in the race. This is my race strategy for Australia, round 1, and we hope to score a solid result from P14. So, let's just get right into the race. 5 red lights, and away we go that quickly. We've had a terrible start because how quickly the red lights went off. We may even lose position. We lose a position to Bottas, and now we gain positions. We go slow into turn 1 as we see a crash between Norris and someone else, I don't know who. And we make ourselves go up to P12, even though we started P14. We could send down Alonso. We send the both on Alonso and Wilson. Then we've had a bit of tap. And they both back out, but I've come off the track. It don't really matter because they're both fighting. Now we're stuck behind Verstappen, and we need to make this move as quick as we can. As soon as we get Max, we can try and overtake Russell. We need to take advantage of this. And we get Verstappen. We need to get Ocon. Just slow him down. Ocon, slow down. We try and lift and coast, but we go for a gap that was never there, and we shouldn't really have gone there. Now we've just come to the track, and Ocon takes advantage of it. He comes on the outside of us. He's not able to though. We brake a little bit early to get the battery off the lift and coasting. We have to just step behind George now, unless we can catch up to him. But even the fastest car, we're in the 7th fastest. There's no way of us catching him. We need to just cook. Use the battery all on the straight.
Okay, so
Hopefully we can gain him. We need to just
mode
stick and
active.
overtake.
You're going to get more power from the hybrid system. You know how it works. Just use
Lift and
boost
coast
on the
here.
next long straight to get your way past.
Use battery on the exit. He's stuck right behind George.
Okay, so you've got overtake now. Overtake enabled.
We need to use all our battery to defend for Max now. We can't actually fight for Russell. I think Max has some of his battery left, but we can't actually fight with him. Look, we can't fight with George on him, but now he's getting held up by Piastri. Maybe we take
Okay,
advantage
so
of this.
managing the engine's more important than ever. Your main way to recharge will be lifting and coasting, and you don't always need to go
Russell
full
tries to send it
throttle.
down the inside.
Try some lift and coast before braking.
Piastri and Russell are fighting. This helps us a lot.
To get that extra
They're
energy
fighting
point.
through every corner. This gives us an advantage on the straight because now they're going to be a lot more slower coming out of this corner. They're still side by side. And I think George just barely gets the position done. Another overtake done. No, Piastri comes back. And we can take advantage of this. We're about to overtake Russell. We overtake George. We just have to defend now.
Right, you've got boost mode available now. Use it if you want to.
We need to defend from George. He's in the fastest car. Russell, leave me space, please. Oh, what the hell? We didn't get wing damage from that man. And now we go just get Russell, and he doesn't use battery here. We can tell because the closing speed is a lot more different to him. He uses battery here, but as long as we can defend Max, it wouldn't really matter. Max is a lot more faster. We might be able to overtake him in this corner. We're both faster than Russell.
Okay, we've lost a
I think
position.
we're gonna
That's us
send
down
it.
a
Oh,
place.
I'm off the track. We just have to give it up. We need to get Max. We can get Max. We can get Max. He needs to leave the space he's after the car with. Max sends it down the inside. We have to leave him the space. This is now really slowing us down because we can't actually get Russell. He's within a second of us. Well, Max is within a second of us, but we're not within a second of George, which doesn't help us. We needed Nico to try and get near us, but he clearly didn't like his start. We need to just defend from Max. He's not able to overtake us. We're just gonna have to lift and Cursey then. Oh, we have a little tap, but it's fine. It didn't grief any of us. We're gonna get him on the very same straight. We have a lot more better exit than Max. He needs to leave us the space. He leaves us the space. Wow, do you think he would send it down the inside? He doesn't send it down the inside. We're completely fine here, man. Gasly's now ahead of us. We may have a better chance of getting 7th now. We're not going to be able to take Russell, but now that we have Gasly ahead of us, we may be a lot more better. Or maybe a lot more better for us because they're only the 5th fastest team. We're the 7th, we have a chance. And with them fighting, it helps us a lot because George is holding them up, I mean.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now.
We've gained on
Taking
Gasly
care
a lot. We need Gasly and Sainz to fight in order for us to get anywhere good. Or for us to even catch up. They just have the better exit than us. Max won't send it down the inside, he's too scared. We went a little bit wide, but it's fine. Because now we have 50% battery to use on this back end straight to defend from Max.
Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead.
We're just going to defend now. I don't think we have enough battery to actually defend. We don't have enough battery. He may get us unless he's used all his battery, but there too. He used all his battery too. And we're fine. Max and Albon are fighting. Max goes down to P10. And this is not a good finish for Red Bull, as both Red Bulls are out of the pot. Both Red Bulls have only gained 1 point so far between each other. We defend from Albon, but we have to leave him space. But both Gasly and Sainz are fighting, and we need to try and take advantage of this. They go side by side through turn something, I don't know what. But no, we go around the hairpin to come onto the final corner. The longer they fight, the more we can gain on this. And we're right behind Gasly. Is this our chance to get 7? We could get 7 here. Ladies and gents, we may just have to send it. We're gonna send it. I know it's off the track, but it's okay. But we've got P7
Nice
for
work,
now.
mate. That brings you up a place.
I don't think we're gonna be able to get signs. As Gasly seems to drop down the order, he goes from 7th down to 9th in just 2 corners. This is not a good look for them. We have a little slide there, but not little. We have a big slide, but we managed to save it, and it looks like we've actually managed to gain signs on it. And someone has a big lockup. I think it might have been George who have a big lockup.
Okay, mate. We need to save some ERS.
We're on the
so
outside of
let's
the
use all
signs, and
techniques you
it
know about
completes.
to charge it up.
We're into P6 with this Audi. But we have to now save a lot of battery. As long as we can hold up everyone, we'll be fine. Signs won't send it. There's not enough space for Signs to actually send it. And now we have 50% battery to work with. Now, we just need to defend from P6. I don't think we'll be able to finish P6. But Signs or Albon will be having to pit the same lap as us. As long as those two fight behind us,
Okay,
we'll be
gap to
completely
the
fine.
car ahead. 2.5 seconds.
Need to try and lift and coast a lot more. But as Albon overtakes Sainz, we may be in a struggle here because Albon seems to be the faster Williams here. As Sainz drops down the order, has something happened to him, or is this just him? As I think Sainz has an engine failure. Yellow flag deployed. Russell's out of this race. He's smoking like mental and he doesn't come into the pits.
Oh,
And
great
Russell griefs
stuff.
us.
You hit that target.
No,
Really good
Russell
job.
absolutely griefed
Here's
us.
some information on
He just
Russell
went,
for
he
you.
came into the pits and then not come into, then went out again. But we still be fine. And we'd be into P5 with this Audi. We just have to defend like mental now. Because we started P14 in this race. Until lap 9 now. We come into P5. Only because of an engine failure from George's side of the garage. Is this where Mercedes' downfall is? Because Mercedes is not even in the points yet. As Audi able to gain a few more positions, Nico might be able to get some points here as well for Audi today. And that'll be a big, strong finish for Audi today. We're into P5, which equals 10 points, I think, if I'm not mistaken. We get 10 points for Audi today, which is a lot for a new team. And we're the 7th fastest car on the grid, and we need to just defend. We seem to be a lot more quicker right now than those two people, which means we're probably managing our tyres a lot more better, even though they're on 42%. So all the people behind that are on mediums and the people in front that are on mediums, people's tyres are dying. But now Albon's next to us because we make a mistake. And Albon may be able to send it down the inside. And he does, but we're going to send it down the inside of him. Do we get left space? We do. Oh, but Albon doesn't leave the space there. Albon does not leave the space there, we just have to overtake him. And we overtake him back. But how long can we actually keep P5? We got a little bit grief by Albon, but we did grief him as well. So it was kind of fair. He has a lot more battery than us, I think, but we're just going to have to try and defend this position. The more we defend, the more we keep P5. The more we defend, the more slow they go. We've got a whole train back from P5, I think, up to P11. And I've just cut the track by a little bit because I wasn't looking at my map. We need to stop using battery. We need to do one big lift and coast. We need to just save from Albon. The closer he gets, the more we get griefed. And we have no more battery actually. But Albon, we may have a big enough gap from me to Albon. He's 3 times back and I don't think he will send it. We're just going to let him go down the inside because I don't think he will send it. He doesn't send it. We have to do one big lift and coast here. As Verstappen and Albon start fighting for P6, we're just scrambling for points to. We lift and coast, but I think Max wanted to send it down the inside. And we do the same mistake again because we thought that he was going to send it. He sends it there because we've had to come off the floor a little bit. Me and Max tap a little bit, but we don't get left space. Now we do, but Max comes into the pits, so he fought all that just to come into the pits. There's no point in that. And now we're going to be ahead. And now, in this Australian GP, we will be third. We got consecutive. No, we got provisional third. We got provisional podium right now. The Sainz may pit on the same lap as us. Sainz is going to try and slow us down like a lot. The more he slows us down, the more Albon will be ahead of us. So we do not want to get caught up by Sainz. I don't think we can get P3 today.
Understood.
If we do, it would be
Stopping this lap.
amazing in this car. But I don't think we can. From where we started, we've had mostly clean overtakes. We've had some mishaps in.
This lap,
But we've had
and remember
mostly
the
clean
speed
laps
limit. Keep
and
penalised if
clean
you exceed
overtakes.
it. Keep that in
And
mind
I
as you
think we're
approach.
completely fine. As Antonelli and Sainz fight, we come into the pits. But Antonelli won't be pitting yet because he's on the hards. But maybe, just maybe, because of how griefed he's been, you have to pit because of the DEA he's had. As Sainz may come in as well. Sainz does come in, and Anthony does come in. And we don't want to get a time penalty, so we break a little bit earlier than usual. And now, we have to defend 4P5, hopefully, or P something. It'd be about P10 we come out. And I think we just paid at the right time to not get Nico griefed. We're completely fine, and we come out in P6, ahead of Antonelli, which is huge for us. But now we've got a slight problem. We've got Antonelli on the mediums, but as long as we get these hards into heat, into temperature, we'll be completely fine. If something happens to Nico, it looks like he's run or something, and Sainz is out of the session as well. We've had 2 retirements this Grand Prix. What? Well, I'm rewinding there. What the hell happened? Did I not leave him space, or was it my fault? Was it my fault or his fault? We will see now. It's my fault in fairness, I didn't leave him the space. But maybe he shouldn't be sending around the outside there, as there was, like, I don't know. It's not a corner to be sending it around the outside, but then he did turn to the right. We're just following our racing line, you can see he does turn to the right. Look, let's look at this camera. You can see he turns his hands to the right, but I think I turn my hands to the left. No, we just go fully straight. But he's turned his hands to the right, you see. He's trying to force himself to knock on the glass, but he's had to force us. And he's still turning, and it doesn't help us. He had to turn a little bit left. We're just trying to turn right as well. But because of what he's done, we can't actually turn right. It's my only rerun I'm going to use. See, now Ocon backs out of that one. He knows he's not able to make the overtake. Now it was just a silly move from Ocon. It was partially my fault, but he did turn on me as well. I know he's just trying to make the corner, but when you're turning in like that, and there's a car ahead of you, you have to, like, witness, you have to suspect something like that to happen. But we're ahead of Antonelli, we may not even have to use battery. We can just save our battery where he's having to use a lot of his. Hopefully now we have a battery advantage over him when coming onto the straight. As long as we can keep this gap, we'll be completely fine. This will be Audi's first ever top 5 if we can get into the top 5. But Verstappen does do the undercut on us. But that car is slower than ours. Oh no, it is faster than ours, but we've been ahead of Verstappen this whole race. And we needed to try and defend Antonelli like mental. We need Ocon to just try and send it. We've got Sainz off the track. He still hasn't been taken off track yet. Maybe they call a safety car for that. But I think it's fine because he is off the track. It might be fine. It might be. We have the battery advantage over Antonelli. As he goes for a look around the outside. But he couldn't because there's just not enough space there. Okay, I'm not gonna bore you,
but basically the whole race for the next 7 laps we just defend Antonelli, and well, I'm just gonna cut you to the last lap, and I'll show you what happened.
Antonelli, fourth since lap 14. This is now lap 20, our final lap. Because if we defend Antonelli again, that means that we would have defended Antonelli, the fastest car on track, for a solid 6 laps, which is really good for an Audi like this. And our debut race, our debut season, we might be into P6 if we don't bottle anything. We don't want to say anything too early because Antonelli is still right behind us sniffing out a rear bumper. But if we've been able to defend from Antonelli for this many laps, I think we can do it again. As we come round into sector 2, we see Antonelli 3 times back. He uses battery, but will it be enough to be able to overtake? And it seems like a no, as he does go for the overtake, but he has to lift and coach. We leave him the space thinking he does continue it, but he doesn't continue it. But now Antonelli is at a bad exit, and it seems like both Hadjar and Antonelli are fighting. Hadjar's got the place done, but maybe Antonelli sends it down the inside. Antonelli sends it on the inside. Antonelli gets it done. The Hadjar takes it back. Antonelli is now back ahead. This is a really good fight for P7. As we come round the hairpin, and we come round the very last corner, we are a P6 winner. What? P6 position. As Antonelli seems to keep P7,
Okay,
with
pick
Hadjar
up
getting
rubber and
unlucky
bring it
at
home.
P8. That was a good race for Audi. We scored our very first points in our debut race, and it was a P6, not P8, not P9, not P10, a P8, no a P6. That is really good. So I just want to thank the team back at the factory for making the car really good. So we had Lewis first, Charles second, Lando third, Oscar fourth, Max fifth, me sixth, Kimi seventh, Hadjar eighth, Ocon ninth, Fernando 10th. And teammate finished 16th after that, which is pretty good. But as we see down here, George Russell had finished down in 22nd with Carlos Sainz at 21 because they both DNF'd. Stroll almost got lapped with 1 minute 2, and the next person was Albon. He lost quite a few positions, as we can tell, because he was right behind me coming into the pits. As we finish off the video, we will go check the standings, as we are 6th in the standings, as obvious because that was the first race, with Ferrari in first, McLaren second, Red Bull third, Audi fourth, Mercedes in fifth, Haas in sixth, Aston seventh, Racing Bulls eighth, Alpine ninth, Cadillac 10th, and Williams 11th. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next week for Japan. Peace.